For many years, experts have regarded huge bodies of water, such as rivers, lakes, and seas, as entities with hidden mysteries. As a result, they have made astonishing underwater discoveries over the years, with the majority of them being beautiful, captivating, and groundbreaking in their relevance. Others, meanwhile, are terrifying discoveries that are capable of sending chills down spines. Join us as we bring you in this video today a list of astounding underwater findings. But before we dive underwater to appreciate the mysteries discovered, give our video a like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. In 1901, this artifact was discovered among the remnants of a shipwreck off the coast of Antikythera, Greece. Scientists were perplexed for numerous years because of how weird it appeared, until X-ray imaging was established, since it allowed scientists to properly date the technology and gain a better grasp of its function. Researchers are convinced that about 2,000 years before it debuted in 1901, the Antikythera was used to track the phases of the Moon, Sun, and other planets. This was a significant discovery because the technology predates ancient Greece, classifying the Antikythera Mechanism as the first and oldest type of computer ever built. The Chuuk Lagoon is an atoll located around 1,800 kilometers northeast of New Guinea in the Central Pacific. Although archaeologists discovered evidence that the Pfeffin and Wino Islands had human residents in the 1st and 2nd centuries BC, it is unknown when the Chuuk Islands were initially colonized. According to other evidence, extensive human occupants first appeared in Chuuk about the 14th century AD. Chuuk Lagoon was supposedly the empire of Japan's principal naval base in the South Pacific region during World War II, and it was the location of a massive United States attack on February 1944 during Operation Hailstone, as well as Operation Prisoner, a modest offensive by Canadian and British forces in June 1945. Furthermore, there are various wreckages of ships and planes in the Chuuk Lagoon, which is known to be an underwater graveyard for troops of the Japanese Imperial Army who were slain during World War II. However, according to the Atlas Obscura, there may still be a few remains present. Researchers define Doggerland as a stretch of land that once connected Great Britain to continental Europe and is now buried beneath the southern North Sea. Rising sea levels flooded it circa 6,500 to 6,200 BCE. According to geological surveys, it ran from what is now the east coast of Great Britain to what is now the Netherlands, the western coast of Germany, and the Jutland Peninsula. It was most likely a lush environment with human settlement throughout the Mesolithic period, but rising sea levels eventually reduced it to low-lying islands until its eventual submergence, possibly as a result of a tsunami induced by the Storge Slide. Doggerland was named after the Dogger Bank, which was named after Doggers, 17th century Dutch fishing boats. The Yonaguni is a group of massive formations in the waters off the coast of Japan, roughly 100 kilometers east of Taiwan. The Yonaguni has been the topic of numerous controversies and arguments, beginning with marine geologist Misaki Kimura's claims that the majority of the formations are man-made stepped monoliths, although his claims have been criticized as pseudo-archaeological. Some people disagree with Kimura and believe that the structures were formed by natural processes such as erosion, with several other schools of thought claiming that the Yonaguni could be proof of Mu, the lost continent that drowned in the Pacific. Unfortunately, neither the Okinawa prefectural government nor the Japanese Agency for Cultural Affairs acknowledges the edifice as such. Unfortunately, neither the Okinawa prefectural government nor the Japanese Agency for Cultural Affairs acknowledges the structure as an important cultural monument, and neither government agency has conducted any preservation or research on the site. The image of the Cenote Angelita may be difficult to believe, yet it exists and is located in Mexico, This amazing feature is referred to as a cenote, which is a cave filled with water from the ocean or underground. What distinguishes the Cenote Angelita is that if you dive deep enough, a river flows beneath the water. As incredible as it may sound, scientists explain that it is possible due to a high concentration of salt water near the bottom. It is separated from the fresh water above it by a cloud of hydrogen sulfide that has the density of a river. According to archaeologists, Pavlopetri is the world's oldest underwater city, dating back over 5,000 years ago. It is a one-of-a-kind treasure. Pavlopetri is significant not just to the Greek people, but also to the global cultural heritage. Pavlopetri is a submerged seaside village in southern Greece that is said to be older than it appears. Following its discovery, the Pavlopetri was thought to have existed during the Bronze Age, when civilizations such as Mesopotamia existed. However, a detailed investigation of potteries from the Pavlopetri, which was unexpectedly well preserved along with the rest of the town due to its remote position, revealed that it was far older than the settlement and dates back to the Neolithic period rather than the Bronze Age. This knowledge makes this a significant archaeological discovery, owing to the lack of human influence prior to its discovery. The Heracleion, also known as Thonis in Egyptian and Heracleion in Greek, is a mythical city. It was discovered by chance near the Egyptian city of Alexandria and was sunk beneath the sea. The mythical origins of the Thonis can be traced back to the 12th century BC and are even referenced by Greek historians. During the closing days of the pharaohs, the importance of the Heracleion expanded. In the 1990s, an archaeologist looking for ships from Napoleon's Battle of the Nile discovered the remains of Heracleion, which included several statues. The city was believed to be prosperous in the 7th and 8th centuries before it vanished. According to studies, the cause, like with Atlantis and other cities, was thought to be natural calamities, where the city was damaged over time by a combination of tsunamis, rising sea levels, and earthquakes. The ground on which the island of Heracleion was built succumbed to soil liquefaction at the end of the 2nd century BC, notably after a major flood, where the firm clay of the city swiftly dissolved into liquid and the constructions crumbled into the water. A few residents remained during the Roman era and the beginning of Arab domination, but by the end of the 8th century AD, the little that remained of Heracleion had sunk beneath the water. The Bimini Road, also known as the Bimini Wall, is an underwater rock feature in the Bahamas near North Bimini Island. The road is made up of rectangular to subrectangular limestone slabs that run northeast-southwest for about 0.8 kilometers. There have been several assertions that this feature is a wall, or a road, a pier, breakwater, or other man-made construction. However, there is no reliable evidence or justifications supporting such an origin. Despite being only 6 meters below ground, the road was discovered in the 1930s, according to a study. Many hypotheses have been proposed regarding what its function was since its discovery, with many believing the stones were organically produced and just happened to make a route. Some have wilder beliefs about the Bimini Road, such as it being a path leading to the mythical city of Atlantis and being built by ancient Egyptian protectors. For these reasons, the Bimini Road has grown in popularity. The stone pavement is claimed to constitute the Bimini Wall, which is north, east, south, and west linear structure. Marine engineers and vocational archaeologists, anthropologists, geologists, many divers, professional archaeologists, and others have all visited and researched the Bimini Road. Chéng, or Lion City, is an ancient underwater city in China's Zhejiang province, located beneath Qingdao Lake. Before the lake was created, the Lion City existed in a valley river near the Five-Line Mountain, locally known as Wuxi Mountain. According to research, it is considered the middle of economics and politics in the eastern province of Zhejiang. The city was flooded by the Chinese government in 1959 for the purpose of industrialization because the province of Zhejiang requested a hydroelectric dam. The sunken city was inhabited for centuries, according to the evidence discovered, but it is currently mostly used as an underwater tourist attraction by visitors and diving specialists. The Great Blue Hole is a massive marine sinkhole off Belize coast. It is located towards the heart of Lighthouse Reef, a small atoll about 70 kilometers from Belize City. The hole is circular in shape, 407 feet deep and 1,043 feet across, with a surface area of 70,650 square meters. It originated during many Quaternary glaciations when sea levels were much lower. Evidence revealed in the Great Blue Hole indicates that it formed 60,000 years ago. At first glance, anyone would notice that it is quite deep, as evidenced by the color of the water, which is significantly darker than the surrounding water. To top it all off, it is the largest ever recorded. Nonetheless, despite its frightening aspect, the huge blue hole has gained popularity among tourists, particularly those who wish to plunge into it. However, due to the depth, guided tours will only take you a short distance down because it is safer. Jack Cousteau made the huge blue hole renowned when he named it one of the top 5 scuba diving spots in 1971. Cousteau sent his Calypso ship to the massive crater to map its depths. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to watch the next video on your screen, which looks at scientists' terrifying new discovery in the Sahara Desert. As always, make sure to give our video a like and subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos.